All right, reputation phase. Who's in control of what? Only place that's actually in control is the Baker Street Rec Center here. I got one goon here. He has no goons, so therefore I am in control of this. So I will get my my 3 reputation for being in control of this front. So let's bump me up 3 reputation. And they are in control of the Goon Memorial or the Zibbler Casino and Resort. So my enemy gets 10 reputation, because right here on the card, right here, shows you the reputation that you get for controlling the front. And Zibbler is one of the big ones that give you 10 reputation if you control that. And he actually does control that. So he is going to get moved up to 18. 18 reputation to 10 reputation. Ooh, it's a close game. I got to get Zibbler Casino back. Let's head on in to the next round. All right, it is the next round. It is now my turn once again. We go back to our phases of play card. We will draw until I have 5 cards in my hand. Well, I have 4 cards now, so let's go ahead and draw another card. Ooh, it's an instant. Another reaping. Well, my reaping might actually be pretty good now. So all enemy goons in play that have at least 1 wound token would take 5 damage. Actually, that isn't helpful because none of his goons have any damage, any wounds on them yet. So that's going to be kind of useless for me. Now, Bones of the Fallen deals X damage to any target, where X equals the number of goons in my morgue. Defense still applies. How many goons do I have in here now? Do I have 2? Yeah, so I have two goons, so I could use the Bones of the Fallen to do 2 damage to something. That really doesn't help me with anything out there right now, so I don't think we want to do that yet either. So I think our best option here is I'll probably just play Ling Shao and Gibby Millstrom. We'll get these 2 guys out there. They're 5 reputation each, right there. 5 reputation or 5 influence to play him. 5 influence to play Gibby. So that'll clear me out. Oh, I forgot. I did my draw phase. And then I do my influence phase. So we get our influence back to 10. Okay, and now we do the restore phase. Anything that I used would have... we remove the exhaust tokens, and yeah, now we do the action and deploy phase. So I'm going to spend all 10 to throw these 2 guys out, and I think we'll throw them down right here. And I feel like I should contest this some more. So we might do that. Or should I double it up over here? Slayer's not really going to help me. I don't think a Cavalier Slayer is going to do much for me against this deck, because this deck doesn't have any yellow cards, yellow bordered, yellow background cards in it. There's no Cavaliers in this deck, so his special ability is kind of nil right now. So I think that's it. That was 10 influence. Yep. All right, and now we can do stuff. So let's go ahead and get Gibby Millstrom in here. 3 chance, 4 combat, and he will attempt. Well, he has to attack Jimmy the Nose, because Jimmy the Nose is a bodyguard. So before we can get to Carl Rash, we have to go through Jimmy the Nose. Since he's a bodyguard. So that's what we'll do. We'll use our 3 chance for a regular attack to go for Jimmy the Nose. All right, we got a 4, 2, and 3. Gibby has a combat of 4, so he needs a 3, 2, or 1 to succeed. So I got 2 successes for Gibby. And for each success, Gibby does 1 damage. So 1, 2 damage. goes to Jimmy the Nose, but unfortunately Jimmy the Nose has 2 defense. So the defense kind of sucks it all up, so that's unfortunate. So unfortunately, that is the end of Gibby's turn here. So let's go ahead and exhaust Gibby Maelstrom. So now let's do Sizzlong. I think Sizzlong will just stay here and try to hold on to the Baker Street Rec Center, so we'll leave him be for now. Fats Gillespie has 12 health. I think I'll attack with both of my guys here. So we'll start with Draco. Draco has 3 chance with a combat of 4. So let me get 3 dice. Roll for Draco. Combat of 4 means I have to get below 4 to succeed. All right, I got 1 success, doing 4 damage. All right, he has 12 health, so he's not dead yet, but he does take 4 damage. So we'll use the 3 token. That's 3 wounds, plus 1 is 4. So that tells us that Fats Gillespie has 4 wounds. He still has 8 health left. So let's see if Ling Xiao, and that was his action, he could move somewhere else, but I think I'm just going to keep him here, so we'll exhaust him for now. And now we move to Ling Xiao, who has 5 chance at 3 combat. So let's get 5 of these dice here and see if he can do some more damage to Fats there. All right. He's got a combat of 3, so he needs a 2 or a 1 to succeed. Look at this. Couple of aces coming in there, and these are above his combat, so they do not count. So he's got 2 successes. They happen to be an ace. He does 2 damage right here, 2 damage per success. So that is 4 damage, and then we get to re-roll these since they're aces. Anytime you roll a 1, that is counted as an ace. All right, those are 2 4s. 4 is higher than his combat of 3, so that is a failure. So just the 2 successes for 4 more damage to Gibby, bringing him to 8 wounds altogether. So now I'll just trade out this 1 for an 8, and he still has 4 health left. So the man is huge. The man is huge. But that is the end of my turn, so we go back to my enemy. All right, let's check it out here. Enemy's top of this round. He draws until he has 5 cards in his hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, and then he resets his influence to 10. Let's get that influence back up to 10. And now he restores his stuff. So he removes 1 exhaust token from all the cards he controls. So we can just flip these over to their character side like that. All right. Excellent. Oh, and I should put a token on here to signify that I currently have control of the Goon Memorial Hospital again, since I have 2 goons here and my enemy only has 1 goon there. Okay, so that was his restore phase, and now he is at his action and deploy phase. All right, so for action and deploy, what do we want him to do? What will he do? I think he's just going to play out some guys here. So driver, let's look at the talent driver. All right, guys, here is the talent driver. Deals their damage per success split evenly, rounded down, among all enemy goons stationed at a target front and to the front itself, even if it's your own, and a front defense still applies. So it's a drive-by, basically. Drivers are the drive-by people, the guys that perform the drive-bys. So we could potentially play him out here and do some sort of drive-by action. we might do that. My enemy, I should say, might do that. All enemy fronts take 2 damage. Defense does not apply. So if this player wanted to go for a destruction sort of strategy, they might try to destroy the fronts that I control here. But let's go ahead and bring Frankie Two Ears out for 4 influence. Boom, boom, boom. Bring him down to 6 influence. Frankie Two Ears will move out here. The Baker Street Rec Center. Why not? And then, let's see, they have 6 influence. They're probably going to want to do 2 damage to something, so the activation on this is 1 influence. So we want to keep 1 influence for that. So technically we would have 5 influence left, but what do we do with Frankie Two Ears here? What should they do with Frankie Two Ears here? Now he has 3 chances, so he could go for 3 chances at a drive-by. That might be worthwhile. Let's go ahead and do that. So in order to use drive-by, since it is a standard talent here, we spend as much influence as we like up to our max chance number. So in Frankie's case here, that would be 3. I can spend 3 influence to have 3 chances at doing the driver talent. So let's do that. Let's spend 3 for 3 chances. And we'll go roll our chances. And again, the talent check works just like a combat check. You just roll dice and you try to get below, in this case, the talent number. So the talent level is 4 on him. So he would need below a 4 to get successes. And if he rolls an ace on a talent check, just like with any other check, you can re-roll that and do it again. And you don't have to spend any more influence. So just to recap that, I had to spend 3 influence to get all 3 chances to drive by. I didn't have to spend 3 influence, but I wanted to roll 3 dice. Like if I just wanted to roll 2 dice, 2 chances, I just had to spend 2 influence. If I wanted to spend 1 influence for 1 dice, then I would have just had to spend 1 influence. But I decided to go with all 3 of my chances to get the drive-by, and it seemed to work out here because we got 1, 2, 3 successes, and the driver does its damage per success. So 3 damage split evenly among all the goons stationed at this front and the front itself. So that would be 1 damage to everything that's here, basically. So let's go ahead and do 1 damage to everything that is stationed here at the Goon Memorial Hospital, including, it would do 1 damage to the hospital, but the hospital has 3 defense. And as we saw down here on our card for driver, a front's defense still applies. So Goon Memorial Hospital's defense of 3 is greater than that the 1 damage that it receives from the drive-by. So it doesn't take any damage, but my goons here do take damage. All right. So not a lot of damage from that drive-by, but a little bit. We are picking away at them from a distance, so that we're a little safer here. And then he is exhausted. That leaves us with 3 influence left. We could play Paulie Cheeks or Guido Kozlowski. In this case, I think, just based on combat, I think they would go with a Paulie Cheeks here. And you know what? They see that I don't have anybody over here, so they can quickly grab the 2 influence from this reputation phase, which will be coming up next. So we'll just play, they'll just play Paulie right there, and he'll be exhausted because he just deployed him. He doesn't want to do anything else with him, so he'll go ahead and exhaust him there. And he still has 1 influence left, which is enough to trigger the activation on his gun turret. So we'll get rid of that, and we'll do target enemy goon at any front takes 2 damage. So we'll go ahead and do 2 damage to Ling Xiao. He only has 3 health, and he had this 1 wound token on him already. So if we do 2 damage to him, that is 3 wound tokens, which is equal to his health, and therefore he kills Ling Xiao. Another one of my goons goes down, guys. Another one of the goons goes down. So he goes there. He killed the goon, so he gets 2 reputation for killing a goon. And once again, Goon Memorial Hospital is not controlled by me at the moment. So there we go. So the drive-by did have an effect there, as you can see. And then since he used this, we need to exhaust that. He doesn't have any influence left, so that will be the end of his turn, and we move once again to the reputation phase. All right, back to the reputation phase. Who controls what? Well, this player actually controls Han's Holistic Healing, so they're going to get the 2 points for this, since they have the most goons there, so there's 2 points for that. 22. Nobody controls this one, since nobody has, the most goons there. Nobody controls this one, since nobody has the most goons there. And I failed to take the Zibbler Casino back. Maybe I should have focused on that. Maybe that's what I should have led with. So since they still control this, they get the 10 reputation for that, and that moves them to 32 points. Now remember, the victory condition, the end game condition, is to reach 40 reputation. That's one of the end game triggers. So they're 8 points away from that, and I only have 10 reputation. So I am losing to myself. I don't know how I do this, but I guess in a way I am winning to myself too. But it's all weird. Anyways, let's move to the next round. Top of the next round, we start with our phases of play again. We go into the draw phase, draw until I have 5 cards in my hand. I have 3. I should have discarded these reapings because I don't appear to be doing too much damage, although Fats here has 8 wounds on him, so maybe I could actually play the reaping. Yeah, that would get rid of Fats. But I think I'm going to try to damage one of his other guys first. Ooh, that could be a strategy. That could be something we try. Maybe that's what we'll do. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. We need to draw. We have 3 cards in our hand currently, so let me go ahead and... Oh, I got one of my upgrades. Okay, and Gunther Rice. So let's take a closer look at the security camera here. So security camera has 5 health here. There's the picture courtesy of GameIcons.net. I think I credit them right here. Yeah, game-icons.net. This is the control number. This is its ability. It has no activation, so that means it's always active when it's played. And friendly goons cannot be targeted by assassin, drivers, or snipers, or targeted front abilities. And then right here's the translation. Friendly goons cannot be targeted by assassins, drivers, snipers, or enemy targeted front abilities. So any front ability that says target is basically what an enemy targeted front ability is. And it costs 5 to deploy to the board. Now, the big thing with the upgrades is in order to deploy them, you have to have control of a front. If you don't have control of a front, you can't deploy an upgrade. So you have to have control of a front. If you do have control of a front, then you can play this just like we showed you earlier with the gun turret for them. Again, that's the old version of the card. And this is the new version. but you have to have control of a front in order to play this to your auxiliary area. So currently I can't really play this, but if I could, if I played it, VP, what is this right here, the control? What does that mean for a upgrade?